Her phone buzzed at 2:11 a.m. Not the first time, but this time, she didn't silence it. She just stared at the screen, frozen, like the message had struck something deep inside her. Then she turned the phone face down, slow, careful, almost rehearsed. I watched from the doorway, unseen. I had woken because of the glow under the bedroom door, that faint line of light she thought I never noticed. I said nothing. 12 years taught me that silence reveals more than questions ever could. She typed back, quick, nervous. Her shoulders trembled, not from cold, from something else. When she finally slipped into bed beside me, she smelled of a perfume she never wore around me anymore. A sweeter one. One he had once complimented. I kept my breathing steady. She whispered, "You're awake?" I didn't answer. I let the darkness speak for me. Because in that moment, half lit by the residue of a secret, I felt something inside me shift. Not anger, not panic, just awareness. A sharp, surgical slice of clarity. Something was wrong, terribly wrong, and she thought I hadn't seen. The signs had been collecting like dust on untouched shelves, silent, patient, waiting for me to acknowledge them. New passwords on devices that were once open, work nights that stretched until dawn, conversations that ended with, "I'm just tired," and eyes that never stayed on mine. And the way she guarded her phone, as if it held a truth that could detonate our entire marriage. But the moment that truly made something inside me choke was a name, Elias. A man I had once called brother. A man who stood beside me at my wedding, hand on my shoulder, promising loyalty. I saw his name in a notification reflection on her glasses. Barely a flash, but enough. Enough to shake the foundation under my feet. Enough to make the ground tilt. I replayed the moment for days. Her soft smile reading the message. The way she bit her lip. The way she once did only with me. The flush that rose to her cheeks, alive, warm, guilty. I didn't accuse her, didn't break, didn't mourn. I simply observed. Because betrayal isn't proven by emotion, it's proven by behavior. And hers was changing in ways she couldn't hide. I moved like a ghost through our home, present but unnoticed. I mirrored her schedules, her routines, her inconsistencies. I checked financial statements, patterns, restaurant charges from places she claimed to hate. I checked mileage on her car, higher than her commute required. I watched how she flinched when I walked into a room unexpectedly, how her hand always hovered near her phone, as if shielding it from my eyes. Then came the hidden camera. Just one, placed in the living room vent, silent, invisible. I didn't expect to find anything immediately, but I didn't need to. Truth rots slowly before it reveals itself. For a week, nothing, just emptiness, routine, monotony. And then, on a Wednesday afternoon, while I pretended to be at work, he walked into my home, Elias. Comfortable, confident, like he'd done it before. She greeted him with the kind of smile she once saved for special moments with me. The footage burned into me. Not loud, not explosive, just hollow. I replayed it once, then again, then I stopped. Because pain doesn't deepen with repetition, it just becomes familiar. I sent the footage to his pregnant wife. No words, no explanation, just the truth. Then I waited, not for her response, for my wife's. Because truths travel faster than lies, and this one had a destination. She came home pale, hands trembling, breathing unsteady. She asked, "Did you talk to anyone today?" I looked at her, calm, still, cold inside. "I know," I said. "Only that." Her knees weakened. She tried to speak, apologies, excuses, some narrative to protect herself. But the words broke before leaving her throat. Her world was collapsing faster than she could gather the pieces. Mine was strangely quiet. I placed the laptop in front of her, played the footage once, didn't look at her, didn't need to. She covered her mouth, sobbing, begging. Tears don't move me anymore. They're just weather, predictable, temporary. I sent it to her, I said, her face drained of color. Why? Why would you? Because she deserved the truth before your lies ruined her life too. She collapsed into a chair, shaking. I remained standing, still, detached, unreachable. This wasn't revenge, not really. This was equilibrium, the universe correcting itself. People think the moment you discover betrayal is the moment your heart breaks. They're wrong. The real break happens after the truth is out. When you realize the person you loved is a stranger wearing familiar skin. I didn't yell, didn't demand explanations. I simply walked to the door. She whispered, "What now?" I didn't look back. "Now," I said, "you live with what you chose." And I stepped out, leaving 12 years behind, like a